everybody, how are you doing? Hope you're well. I'm well myself. I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jamie Naftali. I am a pediatrician by profession. Here in this channel, I create the awareness on common illnesses affecting children while growing up. I do this in a language that every person is able to understand, especially the mothers and also every care provider of these children, also the guardians. So I want to make them aware, create the know-how on common illnesses affecting children while growing up. So welcome to today's episode. And if you're new, join the family, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to be part of us. If you're that returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. You are a favorite person and you don't even know it yet. So thank you so much. So the video of today, I want to take us through a newborn examination. What do we mean by newborn examination? When is this examination done? So a newborn is that baby that has just come out of the mother's womb. So what we do, we want to do a physical examination, and we call it head to toe examination, because we want to start by examining this child immediately after birth. So the examination is the immediate, the exam we do immediately after birth. We don't want to waste time, because this is the first exam is when we are able to pick many things, those that are of concern. So what we do, we call it head to toe, because we want to start from up to bottom. So we do not take any chances with these children. We want to do thorough examination, and this is head to toe examination. So remember, we did the APGAR course, the APGAR score in a certain video, so check on it, what and how we score the babies after birth. Now when the baby is here, we want to examine them. Now you want to start from the head, like we are saying. So what do you check in the head? The head, you want to ensure that it is of the normal size, and we normally measure it. We call it head circumference. We normally measure it using a tape measure. Yes, what we say is that the normal head circumference is it is usually 35 to 37 centimeters. So this is a normal. So if you find something beyond and you're able to realize that this head is bigger than usual, now this one rings an alarm. So we start by the head circumference. Again, you want to check on something we call the fontanelles. We normally have the anterior fontanelle is the one in front here. You remember that thing that normally pulsates? Yes, the anterior fontanelle. We also have the posterior behind. We call it posterior fontanelle. So the one ahead here, we want to examine the size also. So normally it should be flat. The fontanelles should be flat. So we don't want it to be sunken, to be down. There's somewhere that we mentioned about these fontanelles. We don't want it to be sunken, because that one will tell us other things. So we want it, we don't want again it to be bulging. Bulging, it is when it protrudes up. So it should be just flat. It should be a flat fontanelle. So this is it about the head. Check for any abnormalities again in the head. From there, you want to go to the eyes. Ensure that both eyes are patent. They are okay. They are normal. We do not have things we call jaundice. Jaundice, you remember, we have talked a lot about it, the yellow discoloration of the eyes. Any abnormalities, you check. For any squint, everything you check on the eyes. Any discharges again. So to the ears again, you want to ensure that they are patent. There's nothing that blocks the ears. They are both patent with no abnormalities again. Same with the noses. They are patent. The mouth, you want to check for everything, that you ensure that everything is okay. In the mouth, you want to check if we have any tongue tie. Remember, there's a video again I did. These I'm just going through. Most things we have talked about them previously. The tongue tie, I did a video on tongue tie. So you check below the tongue here, and also others come here. So you want to check if this baby has got any tongue ties. Any abnormalities are again inside the mouth. So check the neck, check the whole body again. We also, the hands also, you want to ensure that the hands are okay. Check about the tone. Remember the tone. So we want to ensure that this baby is active. The baby is not floppy. We say floppiness is when you just hold the hand like this and the muscles are just floppy. They are not as strong enough. So you have things we call newborn reflexes, normal newborn reflexes. We have again talked about the reflexes. Check in those videos and be up to date. So the reflexes, we have motor reflex. You want to ensure that this baby has got all the reflexes. You also want to check on the sucking reflexes again. So you place, you take the hand, the finger of that little baby. You don't want to use yours because it is dirty. So use that hand of that little baby and you're trying to put inside the mouth. And the baby will moving towards that finger. So this one we are able to tell this baby has got a sucking reflexes. Others are grasp. You put your hand inside their hands and they are very firm. They grasp it so firmly. Motor reflex, you are trying like to release the baby and they startle. So these are motor reflexes. So all these reflexes, you want to ensure that the reflexes are present and they are normal. So now when you go towards the other body, the hands you want to check if we have a digital we have extra digits. So we have extra digits. It has a name, I don't want to use medical term. So it has an extra digit here. So you also want to check on that so that you are able, if there is one, you are able to cater and to think about it, to tie it so that it can fall within some few days. So also the other hand, check for the same thing. Yes, you want also to check and to ensure that the baby is nicely pink. Remember we said that the normal color of a newborn is that pink color. So you want to ensure that we don't have even things like blue discoloration on the hands. Yes, this we call cyanosis. Cyanosis is the blue discoloration. It comes to even the fingers and even the body when there is no enough oxygen supply to the body. So we want to check on all these things. Yes, so in the chest, you have to have a stethoscope when you're doing the chest examination. You have to listen and pick any abnormal sounds. Ensure that we only have the normal breath sounds. We don't have added sounds and all those things. So ensure that the chest of this baby is clear. The body, ensure we do not have any abnormalities. In the chest, we do not have any abnormalities. So all this, now the whole body. Now we go to the diaper area. You want to check about if this baby is a girl. If it's a female, you want to check the genitalia. Is it normal? Is it of normal genitalia? So we have things we call ambiguous genitalia. You find that the genitalia, we have got both sex, of that of female and that of male. So if it's a female, you want to check about things we call majoras. You have the majoras and the minoras, and then we have the clitoris inside. So ensure that the minoras is the outer part, and then the majora is the outer part, and the minora is the inner side. Ensure that the majoras are of the normal size. So in other abnormalities, you're able to find that the majoras which is inside, the minoras which is inside is the one that is bigger than the majora, and we are able to see that there is an abnormality. We are not okay here. So for the baby girl, that female, ensure that those are the labias. We call them labia majoras, the ones outside. Labia minoras, the clitoris, ensure we do not have any discharges coming from there. Yes, ensure that everything is within normal. You want also to check, now that is for a female. For a male, you want to check about things, we want to check for the testicles. Yes, about if we have descended testicles. Remember, I also did a video about the undescended testes. So you want to examine the first examination of this baby, because this should have completed by the time the baby is being born. So you check the scrotum, find out if they are empty. You are able to diagnose these undescended testes early. You're able to give the mothers the follow-up after they are discharged from hospital. You want to follow them up. Remember, we said with the undescended testes, we give them time at least up to 6 months. Yes, up to 6 months. And even after 6 months to 1 year, still they have not descended. Now it is when we go to surgery. Remember, we said the only treatment is surgery. Yes, so I don't want to repeat myself. I'm just doing a general physical exam, the first physical newborn examination that we do after birth. So these are all the things that we check about. So ensure that the testicles are there. So after that, you go to the anus, the anal canal. You want to ensure that it is patent, the anal opening is present. So again, I did a video about something we call anal atresia, whereby babies are born without the anal opening, or we call it imperforate anus. So these are things that we have done. I'm saying we're just passing them through to remind you what you should examine about when this baby is born. So anal atresia, again, ensure that it is patent. That is why we always ask if this baby has passed stool. We say that they have passed meconium. So that is just an indication that the anal opening is okay. That is why we ensure that these babies pass stool within 24 hours of life. So this is it, and again you check when you're doing the examination. About the legs, ensure again the muscles, like those of the hands, are not floppy. The muscles are okay. Also the fingers for the legs, you also ensure that you do not have extra digits again. So you check for all these things. So hope this is clear. You want to diagnose any congenital anomalies. We call them any congenital anomalies, and congenital anomalies are those things, those abnormalities that children are born with. So when we realize and we are able to see them early, so we are able to do quick action. We are able to act quickly. So you want to diagnose any congenital anomalies or any other issue with this baby. So after that, we ensure they're okay. Now we're able to dress the baby and we give them to the mothers to breastfeed and do every other things that you have been saying about. So this is about physical exam or newborn examination, and I felt like it's good to make people understand. What we are saying is that immediately after this baby is born, we scored them using the APGAR score. We want to examine them immediately after birth. We don't want to waste time, and we are calling it head to toe exam. It is very unfortunate if you do one thing and you don't do the other, because you want to ensure everything. We do not take chances. That is what we are saying with newborns. You have to start from the head, we are down to the feet. So this is it. Thank you so much for keeping tuned. Thank you to those who have subscribed, those who are engaging and asking questions in my emails, in my comments. Thank you so much. So if you haven't subscribed again, please hit on the red button, subscribe to be part of us. Turn on your notifications to know every time I'm posting a new video here. So thank you so much. Until next time, bye bye.